All right. Welcome back, my regular viewers, listeners, and watchers. And of course, if you happen to be here for the very first time, welcome. Before I go any further, my name is Rahul George, India's premier eye hypnosis coach and your personal guide. So, today's topic is something that's truly very close to my heart. In fact, even as I was getting ready for this pod, um, I was reminding myself that while the theme is everything to do with gratitude, um, I was just sort of like taken back to a time not too long ago. It's like this. For people who've known me maybe for like the last year or 2 years, they may find it hard to believe, but up until a couple of years ago, I was somebody who struggled to, to express gratitude. In fact, the biggest joke of it all was I could never understand how people can write in gratitude journals, right? Not in gratitude, but how people can write um, their gratitude, thank yous, if you want to call it that, in these journals, right? I mean, I know Meena, my wife, she's been part of a gratitude group. She's been writing in that group for many years. It's like you, before the day is over, or maybe the beginning of the day, you take a moment and you say, this is me expressing gratitude for X, Y, and Z that's happening in my life. But somehow, for me personally, till maybe a couple of years ago, maybe 2 years ago, it was one of the hardest things to genuinely be able to express. And it's strange and funny like that, when you decide to make changes in your life, sooner or later, you will kind of discover these parts, these aspects to who you are, to sort of like, elements that make your identity or make you, which means they kind of like form your identity, right? So for me today, to be able to express gratitude, to be able to feel gratitude, to be able to be overwhelmed with gratitude, these are experiences that I have, quite often. Maybe, I'm delivering a program, maybe I'm just wrapping up a program, maybe sometimes, I'm just doing maybe a live or a podcast. And so some of you know that, or let's put it this way, you may or may not know that I do also run a podcast channel. It's called the eye hypnosis coaching journeys. And in this podcast, I find some truly amazing guests, people who are healers, people who are coaches. And when I speak to them, a lot of times I myself am overcome with gratitude for, just who they are, or the fact that they've been able to share with me, and they've been able to share with, my viewers or their viewers, and people who follow them. And like I said, up until a few years ago, that was a very alien thing for me. I mean, I wanted to, but I didn't know how. So, uh, as I was putting my thoughts together for today's pod, this is just something that I wanted to, say up front and put it out there, that especially if you are a digital healer coach, right? You are, one of me, one of us, and like me, you're somebody who's maybe been on this journey for a little while, like maybe a few years, maybe many years, like me. Either ways, the point is that, somehow, somewhere, uh, you are discovering these newer um, superpowers, if you want to call it that. Maybe you're discovering these new, if you use the video game analogy, you're like discovering new levels. You're unlocking new, if you use the video game analogy, like I said, you're unlocking new superpowers within each level. So, firstly, kudos to you for being able to find that, for being able to discover that about yourself. And um, to me, the other thing, of course, is that maybe you're not yet there. And as a, digital healer coach, maybe you're still in that struggle phase. You're like, I really want to be able to help other people. Uh, somebody helped me and now I want to help other people, but somehow I'm not able to make that happen. So that is in itself a struggle, right? And I get it because I've been there too. And just a reminder to you that keep showing up. Like I was sharing with a couple of friends today, um, when the way for us to be able to unlock these superpowers is to keep showing up, because sometimes um, the road feels lonely, but when we continue on, sooner or later we find people who are like us on this journey, who are maybe like-minded, maybe have a similar mission. And the more we stay connected, the more we stick together, sooner or later we're able to get to that space where we not only unlock these superpowers, but we're able to experience and express that gratitude. So with that, um, I say this with a lot of gratitude. Thank you, you out there that's watching this right now, because it is your intent, it's your desire, to see this world a better place. That somewhere in a very um, esoteric way, just like your thoughts reach me every single day, which is why I show up like this and I'm able to share with you. Because remember, when I'm recording these, whether it's live or whether you're watching this later as a recording, when I'm making these, it's just me sitting in my studio talking to you. And obviously, I don't know when you're receiving it, but I know that this message is for you and that you're receiving it right now. So, thank you for your spirit. And this is my way of giving back, where I make it a point to show up every day and to share with you my thoughts on what it is to be a digital helo coach, for it, what it is to be able to keep going, and finding your spirit, finding the energy to really tap into something deep, because sooner or later you will make it. Okay. Having said all of that, of course, if there's any way in which I can help you, please reach out and let me know. Nothing much more to say for today, but just to remember, right? As I say, having said all of that, just remember to live with purpose. And I look forward to seeing you in the next pod. Have a wonderful, wonderful day ahead. God bless, and see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye bye.